Hello everyone, come one, come all, come in general. This is Top Not Plays, your favourite YouTube talking man on the YouTube's Reddit's Tickety Talks and nowhere else in particular. And needless to say, I guess this is it. This is the big one. And yeah. And also, finally, once I finish this episode, I'll be able to delete this game from my PS5. Well, not from my PS5, from my PS5 storage, because for some reason, all of the save files are only specific to specific versions. So I can't have the PS5 saves automatically sync up to the PS4 saves. So, you know what, I really need to make space for this so that I can try to maybe give Genshin Impact another go someday. So, without further ado, I'm expecting a lot of big things to happen. So, yeah. I guess, this has been a wild ride. I don't know exactly what... I suppose what I'll be doing is replace this early access series with another early access series. Maybe date everything, except for the fact that date everything is also PS5. So that's a whole other can of worms. Yeah. I'll think of some. In fact, I don't even have to consider other games to do. I can just do not for broadcast, assuming that the easy mode doesn't completely fry my brain whole. So, yeah. Other than that, I'm being particularly long in the tooth this episode because it was after I started putting the Disco Elysium series in early access, like weeks ahead of schedule, that I got my first subscriber on Patreon. So, shout out to you, cool dude who exists. I'm only not naming you because I'm not sure if you want that information public, but you know who you are and you're a cool bean for giving me money. Money that I haven't accessed yet at time of recording, because there's a waiting period for when you can access your lucrative lubrications. But whatever, it's cool. It's a work in progress. So yeah, I'm prepared to be heartbroken. I feel like I have a lot of political opinions. Both from knowledge and a lack of knowledge in various ways, to put it mildly. I don't know. I don't know a lot of things, but I'd like to know more. So, just one moment, making sure I'm not missing anything from the light of my life. Oh, and I should also put the volume. Volume, I didn't mean to press that. I meant to press the volume. And then nothing bad happened ever again. So, without further ado, let's do this.
An old man wearing tracksuit trousers leans on the frame stock of his rifle. He gathers a big ball of spit in his mouth, then spits it out into the extinguished fire before him. He raises his black eyes, hooded by creased eyelids, to meet yours. Unclouded by cataracts, his eyesight is sharp. He's practically tearing up from spite. Hatred got the best of him a long time ago. This man hates everything.
Are you the fire guy? You've retained your eyesight. Did you close the blast door? Nice gun you got there. Sir, I need you to put down that gun so you can talk further. We're with the police. I'm with the police. You can keep the gun, but keep it down. Not one bit. Did you close the blast door?
I did. And you opened it. How?
I fueled the generator, then used the console.
I should have burned that console down.
How did you know I was coming?
Reactionary rock and roll music. Playing on the water.
Told you we shouldn't play sad FM.
It is not rock. It was not reactionary, it was cool.
The fascists were right about rock and roll. It is degenerate, hip gyrating, mental illness music.
Well, okay then. Okay, calm down, Ben Shapiro.
The what now? I can't hear you.
Did you recently tell 2 kids to put out their fire?
I may have. All sorts of little rats have come sniffing around, trying to give up the position.
The position sounds like a hiding place.
Fire guy. Regressive bourgeoisie henchman. Can't even talk like a grown-up.
Okay, excuse me. You can keep the gun, but keep it down.
No.
Ooh, boy!
Put it down now, sir.
Or you're gonna blow my brains out before you question me. To hell with it. It's a walking stick anyway. It's out of bullets.
He stares on, his wrinkled mouth moving without a sound. A strange sadness, like a song.
What did you say?
The future teaches you to be alone.
The present.
The present to be afraid and cold.
The old man pulls back the hood of his plastic cape and looks up into the sky. It's blue-grey, the same color as the sea.
Real music. Real Proletkult. That's La Revacholière, not your rock and roll misanthropy. Chanson de soldat of the black and whites.
Marching song. Forget about that for a moment. You need to address that remark first.
I'm not a misanthrope, I'm a half-dead police officer who's just doing his job. I know La Revacholière. It's the marching song of the World Revolution.
There you go. 1 of 3.
1 of 3 what?
In Grad, they sang Brave Children, favorites of history. And in Signal, it was some Samaran shit, I guess.
How does it go, the song?
How did it go? Something about shooting rabbits. I don't know. I can't remember. It doesn't matter. It's gone now.
He waves erratically with his hand, annoyed that he can't remember. A little tremor passes through him. It was dear to him. He resents forgetting it.
Who are you?
My name is Josef Lilianovich Dross, Political Commissar of the 114th Anti-Aircraft Division of the 4th Army of the Commune of Revachol. I am a deserter, a partisan, and a prisoner of war. This is my termless surrender.
The commune of Revachol? Do you mean the ICM? You're a holdover from the...
From the Insular Indian Citizens Militia, the army of the revolution. I was recruited in Jamrock in '07, trained in the École de Contrôle Orient, and consigned to emergency defense duties in '08. I left my unit on the eve of the landing. When I returned here on May 14th, the commune had fallen. Still armed, and ideologically trained, I wrote a criticism of myself and resumed partisan duties.
51 minus 8 equals 43.
You've been on this island for 43 years?
No. I've been on other islands, too.
Ah, fair enough.
I was in Resurrection until they turned it into a spa in '18. Then I was an E-48, a nameless sound, until the sea washed over it. Then I came back here. That was 22 years ago.
You said you deserted your unit. What is this place, this island? How have you survived all this time? How have you concealed yourself all these years? You said this is your term of surrender. So you're a communist soldier from the communist army? What is this place?
It's not an island, Dwight. It's a defensive fortification of the commune of Revachol. And I am its last surviving defender.
Understood.
Mm-hmm.
You said you deserted your unit?
I was just 16 years old. 15 when I volunteered. I had a lapse of faith. And of courage, too.
Faith?
You could say I misunderstood the historic role of the proletariat and thought Mazovian socioeconomics were fallible. For a second, I doubted the irreducible laws of historic materialism. A second is all it took
For what?
for reaction to take hold.
It wasn't reaction, you were just afraid. Yes, we all have a tiny bourgeois person in us trying to run away. And went... What's reaction?
Petty bourgeois terror. It's in all men.
I will say we all have a little bit, a tiny bourgeois person inside of all of us. Just because, I mean, at first I felt that I was being a little bit incomprehensible this game by basically playing a soft centrist who slowly, begrudgingly gets more down with the communistic jam. But now I think that makes more sense as a parallel to whatever's going on with this dude, because because he mentions, oh yeah, I'm a hardcore communist, and the worst moment of my life was joining the army because I doubted that communism might fail, and. Yeah, I'm not going to pretend to know all of the specifics, at least not yet, but, being sympathetic to left-wing stuff, but also fearing that it's not going to work out, I get it, man, so fair enough. Yes, yeah.
He does not seemingly react to what you said. Only his right brow moves a little. He does not believe a police officer is genuinely revolutionary.
And this was... when?
May the 13th, '08, 44 years ago. The horizon was black with Coalition airships. Their petroleum rose to the sky, and it looked like it formed the clouds. Storm clouds. When they started shelling, it was dark magic.
Dark magic?
The combined might of international capital. All at once, all the greed and terror in the world tore into Revachol. It lifted streets from the ground and turned houses into ghosts. We were in the flak tower, huddled on the floor. The artillery was 80 kilometers away in Ozon, but I knew the commune would fall. We would all be turned into ash. So I said I was going to the map room.
A terrible shame, still within him. The lobes of his ears are red with it. The shame and smallness of what he became.
I ran. I climbed the chain link across the water and hid inland, in the bunkers underground, like the weakest of the weak. A mouse, frightened of the ordnance all night, and the sound of the rotors in the morning, whirring. Airships. I climbed out into hell. The landing was complete. The chain was submerged. I had to swim back. The fortress was half submerged too, shattered. They'd all drowned in the lower levels, or got torn to shreds above. The anti-aircraft gun had malfunctioned. So had I. I left them without ideological direction. It was real. I'd seen it. I'd seen it in reality. The mask of humanity fall from capital. It has to take it off to kill everyone, everything you love. All the hope and tenderness in the world. It has to take it off just for 1 second to do the deed. And then you see it, as it strangles and beats your friends to death. The sweetest, most courageous people in the world. You see the fear and power in its eyes. Then you know that the bourgeois are not human.
Go on.
I had to. I had to fight it. I had to never stop.
The old man falls silent, his black eyes keep piercing your skin as he looks to some greater distance behind you, shaking his head slowly, retreating from it.
How does anyone survive? I steal.
Now hold on there.
I want to go to 2, but let's see, because I think this is interesting. I wouldn't say this, but I think this is interesting.
You're insane and grotesque. Everyone steals. Vegetables, supplies. It's the life of a dog.
How is your health, Mr. Dross?
I've been throwing up blood since winter. Red, like beetroot. Been passing it in stool, too.
He does seem frail. Gaunt for his age. More like 75 than 65. Trouble putting on weight could mean cancer.
The RCM can provide medical services. You need to be looked over.
I need to die. You don't have medical facilities.
Sorry about that, one moment. A mild emergency occurred, but don't worry, it's all fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. There's, nothing bad ever happened ever again. So, moving on. I need to die. A droll smile stretches across his mouth. You don't have medical facilities. You have guns. That's all they give you. Toy guns. We have Dramamine and other opioid-based painkillers. You must have been in pain. This is a serious situation. You need to be looked over, and we can do it. Yeah, we could look you over. Yeah, why on earth not?
There's nothing to look over. The triage is in, and it's black. Administer morphine. Moribund.
Yep, we have opiate-based painkillers.
I have been running out of that stuff.
A light goes on in his eyes. He smacks his dry lips. How have you coped mentally?
I haven't. I have holes in my brain. Years missing. Others filled with pain only. A decade of... I don't even know what. Inferno?
I would imagine it gets tremendously difficult, mentally, to live in isolation.
Traitors. It's better alone. I watch the people of this city turn the lights back on, more and more each year. Ruins, glimmering in the dark, like a fucking merry-go-round. It's disgusting.
He looks down at his shoes, his face parched from the sun and the wind. There's a wince of pain in there somewhere.
Are they not heartbroken? How could they have moved on?
You said this is your terminus surrender.
You're with the RCM, the coalition-appointed mob that enforces bourgeois morals in Revachol.
We're not coalition appointed. We just try to help people. That's right, we're with the good guys. We enforce the law. We keep these animals from killing each other. I know what it looks like, but I have secret plans to turn the RCM into a Mazovian revolutionary unit. We're with the RCM, let's leave it at that. We just try to help people.
You're the RCM. You represent the Moralist International, the enemies of humanity who took this city. I represent their adversary, le Parti Communiste d'Insolande. Take me to them as a prisoner of war. I have relinquished my weapon. I can no longer serve. No superiors can relieve me of my duty. You bulldoze them all to a mass grave for trying to free humanity.
A spray of blood from his mouth on the black charcoal in the fire pit.
Jesus. So you're a communist soldier from the communist army?
No, I am not a soldier. I am an ideological officer. I belong to the party, not the army.
But you said you were trained and assigned to the Defense Corps.
Trained in historical materialism, then assigned as a political commissar by the party. These things used to mean something.
Wait, what does a political commissar do?
The old man does not answer. He tilts his silver head and looks at the reeds. You see a small tremor pass through his legs.
His job was to assure the army answers to civilian control and follows the ideology of the Commune.
Scientific communism. A commissaire politique is a knight philosopher of the revolution, a future human.
Awakened from shutdown by the promise of ideology.
That means you're a trained communist, right?
He nods slowly. Then, another tremor.
I'm also a communist. No, no, no. I'm probably... Okay, I'm a revolutionary too. Today, the real revolutionizing is done by entrepreneurs. I'm not really into politics, but... Oh God! There are no good answers, and this guy... Why couldn't I just say I'm a moralist? At least then he'd actually agree with me. But... Yeah, like, fair warning, this is one of the few parts... Well, I say one of the parts that I was spoiled on in terms of this guy's response to this specifically. I'm also a communist.
No, you're not. You're a liberast.
Liberast? No, I really am a communist. I have communist thoughts in my head. I mean, no. I have communist thoughts in my head, but I wouldn't consider myself a communist, so fair enough. But liberast?
A liberal and a pederast. It's what most liberals are.
I'm not a Nope, I'm not admitting to that. Especially not in a post-Epstein world. So... yeah.
Detective, we have not come here to discuss ideology. We have come to ask questions regarding a murder investigation.
The old man spits into the fire pit. He does not say anything more. A jitter passes his lower body.
How have you concealed yourself?
It was hard in the tens. I didn't have partisan training. They were searching for stragglers, those bloodhounds. Floodlights on the water at night.
There were posters, campaigns.
We communards still hoped, and they needed to snuff that hope out. The East capitulated. Martinez and Cold City were turned to dust. But Jamrock, Forburg, even Coron, and Boogie Street, of course. Those fucking kips had Marsov coursing through their veins. And others too. Some cordons of Revachol was still fighting. There were cells. I tried to contact them. Soon they all went silent. The frequency's dead.
How did you get between here and the mainland?
At night, I used a dinghy. I only went after dark then. When I got to the city, I stayed underground. Patrols, you lot, the commons too. They'd started snitching.
In the city, you move underground?
Oh, okay, side tangent. When I said... Okay, I knew that he called me... I knew that saying that I'm a communist would lead to him calling me a nonce. But, you know what, since it'll probably be a long-ass time since I consider doing until I consider doing a fascist route, or if I do, I probably won't do streams out of it. I will tell you this other tidbit relating to that I know. If you do a fascist route in this game and you get up to this conversation with this guy and you say, I'm a fascist, he says, what is a very hard line in my opinion, if memory serves me right, you're not the fascist. You're the meat shield for the real fascists who rape and kill children. Or something like that. Anyway. In the city you move underground?
From bunker to bunker. Not anymore. No one cares now. I don't even have to hide. They think I'm another antisocial vagrant. I could walk straight into that town if I wanted. I just... The propaganda bunker. I used to, but not anymore.
Propaganda bunker?
They stored leaflets there. Broadcasting equipment, too. Made broadcasts, I think. Propaganda officers. I buried them with their leaflets. They killed themselves. 2 young boys. A lot of our boys did. I spent some winters there. Never liked it. Kept thinking of them. No need to go underground anymore. It's better in the ruins, on the ground. I don't want to. They're all traitors. Pigs, rabbits, and dogs. Men without ideals are only animals.
I have ideals, I think, most of the time.
He does not want to see life moving on. People forgetting, drinking, laughing.
So you finally found it. There must have been a small squadron's worth of arms in there. Elmer Graves, right?
They were damaged beyond use.
I know.
So you've been there?
Sleeping. Some nights. Ammo scrounging on others. Those McGraves were shit, even before they corroded. Some had bullets in the chamber, however.
You feel the dots connecting. Little dots on the map he's walked across. The old man looks across the water, at the city, the ruins, the motorways rising above it.
Again, you've been hiding here for 43 years?
43 years and 10 months.
Tempting, but no. That's steadfast.
It's not how a human being should live. But I had to. I couldn't just forget. I couldn't just forget what I saw.
He just couldn't.
You couldn't give up.
He nods, but he can now.
What have you been doing during all this time?
Hiding, fishing, waiting. Always waiting. Always.
For what?
For her to return.
My wife?
Her who?
Girl, child, revolution.
I do have given my life to No, I fucking haven't. But nothing in history is guaranteed, but revolution is still a possibility. Girl child revolution?
Always.
I'm afraid she's gone. She better come. I too have given my life to... I dare not dream anymore. Nothing in it... Yeah.
No. The material base for an uprising has eroded. The working class has betrayed mankind and themselves. The historic opportunity for a revolution has passed. It will not come back anymore, however hard I try, whatever I do.
So that's why he's the deserter.
What can I do?
I have another serious question for you.
There's nothing serious in this world. It's a farce.
Okay, we'll get there, but first...
His gaze follows your motions. The rifle feels surprisingly light in your hand. Frame stocked and patched in places with tape and wire. The rifle's in a shabby state, like a crutch that's seen too much travel. Hieroglyphs are embossed into the forearm, made of walnut. On the butt, you see Vespertine writing, burnt into the wood. Triangon, 4.46mm, made in Sinyao.
Triangong made in Xinjiao.
Worn. Personalized even. Looks like this weapon has seen a lot of use, hasn't it, sir?
No response from the old man. The plastic cape around his shoulders rustles in a small bout of wind.
Uses jacketed ammunition.
Jacketed. Military-grade ammunition. Stable in flight. Good for hitting something that's very, very far away.
As he speaks, he stresses every word. He's liking this.
Talk about smoking gun, am I right?
The old man keeps following your motion with his gaze. His right arm twitches suddenly. Some kind of involuntary response? Something is slightly off with his motorics. This looked very much like the murder weapon. It could be used against him to get a confession. In time.
I've used it for killing people.
Killing people?
It's a gun. That's what they're for. You want a moralist euphemism? Defending your family and your property. I haven't done that. I've used it to kill people.
Interesting. During or after the war?
There is no after the war. Class war is never over.
So he's continued killing after hostilities ended. Okay. Okay. This is it. You can feel it, like battery acid on the tip of your tongue. Something you haven't felt in a while. But
what?
this is what you live for. This is the shit. The solution. Go in straight. No euphemisms. He doesn't like those. No. Be careful now. Slow and steady does it. Make him repeat it first. Don't mess this up. Remember, he wants to tell you. Get personal.
So you're saying you killed people after active fighting stopped? Did you use that gun to shoot and kill a colonel of the security contractor Chanel? I know you want to tell me. Have you killed anyone with that gun in the last week or two? Wait, so which one do I say that? God. Oh, come on. I just want to reread some of the stuff. Okay. Why is it auto going down? I get that he doesn't like euphemisms, so okay. I don't even remember where I heard the word Crenel from specifically. So, I'm assuming this might be a holdover from something I would have found out about the mercenary group if I actually paid more attention to being Joyce's lapdog. So, fair enough. In the last week or two?
I don't want to tell you anything, you grotesque murderer.
And why did you think that was a good idea? Don't listen to me. I'm wrong all the time.
So you're saying you killed people after active fighting stopped?
What did I just say?
He brushes something out of his eye.
What did I just tell you? Don't drop the ball now.
Well, I think I already have.
The who now?
He heard you. He just wants to hear you say it again. This is dramatic flair on his part. Right choice. We're in. Do it, sire.
Okay. A beautiful, strong man sent here by the Honorable Private Military Company, Crenel. The fascist death squad who took a bullet in the mouth on the night of March 4th.
Oh, yes. That one. Ugly piece of work, that boy.
Did you kill him?
I am a son of a welder and an officer of the commune of Revachol. I do not collaborate with murderers and pederasts of the liberal regime.
Exhaust him with proof. Pile it all on him. Get a confession. The gun. The murder weapon is the perfect opener. The scent of blood in the air. But what else? There was something you can't remember. Something about the tracks. Suddenly, all those tracks are so confusing. Go with something else first.
I don't need your cooperation. We've done the ballistics. A shot came from this island. Yep, that's...
I saw you poking around there, looking for evidence. You're damn diligent when it comes to dead fascies. Did you like the view?
You had direct visibility. There are embrasures in the concrete, specifically meant for a top follower to use. And you had a long-range rifle in your possession. You've been here a long time, Mr. Dross. Too long. You clearly need medical aid.
I'm ready to die. I've done my part.
He's practically admitting to it. Dead fascists for fascists. Done his part. Just one thing remains unclear. The rifle does not seem to have a scope.
It's the best uninterrupted line of sight into that window in all of Martinez. Yeah. With the pair of binoculars I could have seen in the room.
Because it's a sniper's nest, you stupid fuck. Radio Gosh is right. You have worms in your brain.
Another sudden twitch, then one more, one in his right eye.
Almost. He almost burst out there. Keep piling arguments. Anything.
Come on, what am I forgetting?
Wait, here it comes. The goddamn Maybells. The dried Maybells on Clausia's roof.
Yes.
There were Maybells in the grass when you got here. They're revolutionary symbols from the war. Nowhere else, nowhere in all of Martinez have you seen them this spring. Wait, don't forget the footprints. The diagonal prints in the dust in the secret space behind Clausia's bedroom. Now, they're gonna come up. You got it. Remember? The boot prints were like no modern soul.
There are Maybells behind the victim's window. I know what brand of boots you're wearing. I guess we'll go with that.
Everything is brands with you individualists. Who cares what brand my shoes are? Sansa? Some
look.
shit.
Show me the soles, please, Mr. Dross.
Fucking imbecile.
The old man stretches out his leg. A black and white spiral pattern covers the sole of the worn-out old running shoe on his foot.
The maker is called Sansarique, and the size is 42 to 44. These are not the unusual horizontal pattern soles you saw in the dust on the floor of the hidden room. They do, however, seem to be about the same size.
The size fits, but not the sole.
Sire, he doesn't have to be wearing them right now.
People change souls. It doesn't mean you weren't there near the room the victim died in, sneaking around.
Racking those brains, are you? Desperate to report something back to your masters? They must have really loved that dead fuck.
I mean, that does... You know what? I wish I didn't do that, because that contradicts the idea that he was sniped from the sniper's nest. So, yeah, you know, whereas if he was, like, actually in the area, then, yeah, not likely.
The lieutenant gives you a quick sideways glance and nods to acknowledge.
And also, it must have been from a long distance, because everyone's been talking up to this point about how no one heard the shot. So, yeah.
The prints were his. You can see it in those eyes. He can't keep them from flickering, looking for something. The old man stares at his own prints in the ash around the fire. Silent suddenly, some strange process within him. A gush of wind. Seagulls in the distance. More. He's gonna crack, but you need a little more.
Triangle?
Not a lot of guns around that use military-grade ammunition, are there?
It's a real gun. Not like your musketeer pistols. You look like imbeciles. Why don't you ask them to give you real weapons? Going against automatic rifles with these toy guns. Of course you got those boys killed.
He would have a good view of the tribunal from here. It's not just empty boasting. So he saw you. Okay. So what? Don't let it divert you.
We saved a lot of them. Alan, and that musician. We handled it. Stop changing the subject. We have the murder weapon. Yeah, because I mean, he doesn't care. You know, he doesn't really care. You know, we have the murder weapon.
You know what? You're right. I'm convinced this made the shot. Should we call it?
Dramatically ask. Do you think we have the murder weapon?
4.46 jacketed ammunition, modified for range. We have it. This is it.
I'm calling it. We have the murder weapon.
Good.
The lieutenant takes out his notebook and draws a single line.
This feels good, doesn't it? Tying things up like this. When you have the murder weapon, you have the killer.
Murder.
The old man does not say more. He just glances into the reeds and then twitches once more.
Tie up every loose end now. There's no other chance. He told me communism killed him.
Stupid twat.
Ooh, words.
The lieutenant looks at you with worry in his eyes. Not this, he seems to say. Anything but this.
Yes, I held a seance with his soul. It has shown me the way, and the way leads to you. You fucked with the wrong police officer. I have paranatural abilities. It was intuition. Had he spoken, he would have said communism killed him.
Intuition is an aberrant psychologism. It reeks of crypto-fascism. The parasite class use intuition to justify their rank in life. It's all just palmistry and magic, Earl creatures. Your brain is rotting from the radio waves.
He does not answer the provocation. It does not look like he thinks this approach worked. Yeah, this just did nothing. But still, somehow you knew it was a communist. Perhaps you suspected it before you took the case. The vision was you remembering that.
Standing there, slack-jawed, brain festering. Damn Maybells. The whole island is turning white with them.
He seems tender suddenly, nostalgic even. A strange mood swing.
So many this year, too? The spring is coming. No, it's already here. Wash the filth away.
I haven't seen these flowers anywhere else in Martinez, only here. A young woman called Classier. Ring any bells? His dried flowers were behind her window.
Classier.
You know her, right? She had intimate relations with the victim, the mercenary.
With the victim.
He turns his sight from the whitening field of flowers and falls silent. Then the muscles in his jaw twitch a spasm.
There is a small tremble. Looks like a smile. A crooked smile. Yet isn't quite voluntary. He's about to burst.
You know who he was. A coalition-trained murderer. Armored and armed. He wasn't human. The blunt end of a hammer. Dripping with blood.
He was a killer, but he was still under the protection of the... Well, I don't want to say that. I mean, that's not... Wow, none of these are good responses. And none of these are what happened. He was a killer, but he was still under the... I mean, then again, we don't know he wasn't a rapist, considering he talked a fat game about wanting to assault Classier. The fact that he didn't assault Classier just sounds like a happy coincidence, if you ask me. So, well, talk about a loaded question. Yeah, I'm going with this.
Beating us to the ground. Moaning with joy. You hounds get so thorough when a company-trained killer dies. I haven't seen you on this coast for 40 years. You know, maybe I should have killed one sooner. Got your attention. Now you stop beating druggies and prostitutes in your basement. Now you come to investigate. Not when they die by the hundreds.
This is it. Shot him. Shot him. Say shot him, not killed him.
Oh, the inhumanity. One paramilitary less in Revachol.
You can almost see him squeeze a tear out of his eye. His fists begin to tremble from the anger.
The lieutenant raises his right arm to hush you. Hush. He does not need to be pushed anymore. The ball is rolling. While the lieutenant listens, holding his breath.
I had them in my sights. Both of them. Him and the whore. I was breathing with them. In phase. And I pulled the trigger and flew on the air until I landed in his mouth. I didn't think I had a shot like that in me anymore. I did. I saw him kneel there with his mouth full of death. And that stupid look on his face. And his dick still in her.
Then what?
Nothing. I went to sleep. Next morning there were Maybells everywhere. The world was white. Or what's left of it anyway. My last spring here. I knew the fascists would come to avenge their own. And so they did.
Mr. Dross, are you aware you're confessing to murder?
Yes.
And you were looking at them, the victim and a young woman, having sex, through the scope of your rifle that night, before you shot him?
The old man nods.
Why?
Because that's what they were doing.
The motive. This is where the motive is going to come from. You can coax it out of him. The lieutenant's preparing the ground.
I don't understand. Do you, detective? I don't understand this part.
Why were you looking at them that night?
I'm always looking.
Are you always looking through the scope of a rifle? I'm just trying to understand.
A rifle scope has the best magnification.
And if you don't like it?
Click.
You pull the trigger?
Yes. Think of it as a form of critique.
He will not stop now. These dialectical materialist types never do. Exploit it. You've got him going. Connect every little piece now. Wrap this up like a gift. Start with when he first saw him. It will give him a chance to ramble.
When did you first see the deceased?
3 weeks ago, when the rich hag came in on her galley. Her honor guard came in tow.
Joyce. He means Joyce.
By that you mean Joyce Messier, the Wild Pines rep? Right.
Wrinkled up whore.
Oh god, I can literally do the Metal Gear Solid interrogation technique of 3 weeks ago when the rich hag came in. Rich hag? Wrinkled up old whore. Whore? That's a pretty strong word, Colonel. Good strong word. I use it often myself. What is it with these whores and betters? Aren't you a communist? Moving on. The victim arrived sometime after her. Aren't you a communist?
Black sexual morals are a bourgeois ploy. As to pederasty, the party legalized it in '04. My party, not your liberal masters.
I'm sorry, what? Hang on. Okay, so this guy is against sexual liberation because rich people like it, but he's also against noncery because the communists did it, but he likes communism, but the liberals did the noncing, but I feel like there's some critical pieces to the puzzle that I'm not quite grasping. Unless when he says my party, he's talking about your party. In which case, oh God, that would. I mean, that would be the nightmare dimension, but yeah. But okay. I mean, or maybe he could be saying, oh yeah, the commies legalized the noncing. However, the liberals never thought to get rid of it after the fact, so therefore you're the child toucher. Yeah, which isn't exactly advanced debate tactics, to put it mildly.
So don't you sermonize me, you racist shithole. It's still bourgeois when the bourgeois does it. fiddling with their sexual organs.
I'm not a racist. My best friend is socialite. Jesus. Moving on, the victim arrived sometime after her.
They moved into a deserted apartment above the roundabout. Radio equipment out for all to see. Reactionary radio playing, sloppy and drunk. I've seen their kind during the landing. Those Occidental and masked phalanx weren't conscripts. Boys like us. They were whites. All they know is to destroy and hurt.
What?
Barely alive. They like to kill while they're on their drugs. After the landing, in the burning years, I would take shots at them. End them. The worst ones, if I had a bullet to spare. I could see they've returned now to show their real face. The face they don't dare show their bourgeois voters back on Mundi with their families and polyester clothes.
What you saw on the night of the murder.
Them. Fucking. I didn't like that.
So you were jealous?
Jealousy is a reactionary concept. I didn't like the Reaver enjoying himself. Drugged out, soothed in the arms of a young woman. I wanted him to die so he could not enjoy life anymore. And I wanted to see his head explode. That too. She should know better than to hold a child murderer between her thighs. I knew he'd be there for one more second, writhing. That's all it takes for the bullet to reach his head. Now that I think of it, I wasn't aiming for his mouth. I wanted his brains to spill out on her. But you can't have everything.
This man has seen past her, like you did. And now he longs to see her covered in blood. To punish her.
How long had you been watching her? You wanted to punish her, so you killed him.
She practically breastfed that man. You wouldn't believe the things she let him do to her.
He shakes his head and stares at the ashes. You saw through her, so did I. She did... Oh, no. I'm not like that. I don't think like that. Men don't say. So did I.
You're delusional. There's nothing to see in the soul of the bourgeois woman. It's the same as the surface. Sick hedonism and desperation.
I mean, she's hardly bourgeois. She's on the run, you know. As far as I'm concerned, this guy just calls everyone or everything he doesn't like bourgeois with that, you know, and that's not very, like, you know, socially, economically woke of this guy, you know, making accusations. Some of the accusations being right, like the pigs being bad guys who don't care when innocent people die, but put all the stops out for a dude who does some fascism sometimes. So, fair enough. You know, the deserter isn't right about everything, but he's not wrong about everything either. I don't think like that.
No one gives a shit what you think. You and your cronies kill 10 working-class men a day. I've heard the statistics on Channel 8.
How long have you been watching her?
Since she came to Martinez. I saw her sneaking in the reeds early in the morning, behind the Feld building. It was dark, still winter. She didn't have her skimpy outfit on then, just a spot in the night, moving.
Past the Feld building on the coast? What was she doing there?
Hiding something in the water. She had a fag after she'd done it. I was up in the ruins there. She couldn't see me, but I could see her, smoking. She was nervous, but not scared.
What do you think she hid there?
Her passport and tickets to Villiers. And from there to Cachet Brut.
In the free state of Seminine, hidden away at the edge of the earth, near the Pale.
Some kind of hidden container on the coast? You looked into it?
Yes, after she'd gone. It was a submersible. Well made, actually.
Sloppy, we should have gotten her to tell us about this. Did you take the documents?
No, I put them back. Why would I take them? I'm not going to film. Oh, I mean...
Moving on, did you continue watching her after this?
I did. She had a face like an archipelago, with those birthmarks. And a body, hard and lean and bruised all over. Black and yellow. I could see she's taken a beating. I could see who she was, too. A spook. On the run. Revishal's the cloaca of capital now. All the bagmen and arms dealers end up here to do drugs and have sex like animals.
You could tell she was a spook? From the documents?
She had different color hair on the photo, and glasses. Forged. Some sordid bourgeois affair. I've heard about this kind of thing on the radio.
Oh. But you know who else listened to the radio? Measurehead, aka Hitler. So therefore, you're wrong about everything. I'm joking. But yeah, there might be some parallels here between the two that I'm missing.
He's setting it up for you. The bruises, you can't make that out in a scope.
And you could see her bruises through the scope of a rifle.
You can't see bruises through a scope. It's just a blur.
How does he know those minute details about her body?
It quickly comes to you.
One moment, everyone. How to Mog Your Debate Opponent by Xena Wiener. Well, what a coincidence that this comes out at the exact time that, I mean, it's not coming out at the exact time as this video becomes available to the public or my patrons, but, yeah. Xena Wiener. Funny lady who says smart things and occasionally right things. Not even occasionally right. She seems like she has a good head on her shoulders. I just like to word things floweringly, even if it's not the most accurate verbiage for the moment. But yeah. I hope her theme tune becomes the official Streamers University thing. So yay. Glad she's in the DMs of that dude who's doing that, so yay. See, bruises on her body. Any chance you've seen them through a hole in the wall?
Oh, yes. Cutting those drugs of hers into little lines with a knife. Masturbating.
Oh, God forbid a white girl try to have a little motion.
Did you make that hole?
With a clip point knife.
Good for listening in, too. For hearing the moaning and the snorts.
Oversee her through the window in the roof.
Like that, too. Yes. Bending like a bow against the glass.
You've been through the secret route behind the whirling in rags. Those are your footprints there. You're just a change to your shoes.
I've been through all of Martinez. Every nook and cranny.
And that too.
Yes, that too. The things they did in that little room. What she'd do to feel good. Funny the way light works. You turn it on inside, and it gets so dark out, you can't see a man looking in. I learned that in the 20s, when they were still hunting me. I've seen people do some shit, but
Those two took the cake. You hear the familiar scribble of the lieutenant's pen. A quick glance at you. One more loose end down. We're doing this, detective.
How did you get in there? The hidden pinball workshop.
I can just walk in there now after a good wash. I told you, they think I'm an antisocial. Closing hour is a good time. The kitchen's empty.
You had to open the steel door in the kitchen? How?
I got that open a long time ago. Some bourgeois game merchant lived there. I don't know, 15 years ago. He left spare keys all over, and I took one. Then I saw her turn the light on one night in my scope.
Andy found use for it. A spare key, like the one hanging behind the Union Box window.
You had feelings for that woman.
There's nothing to hold on to. Only this. It's not enough.
The coals of his eyes glisten suddenly, like stones dripping with water. Is he crying?
Man needs to feel something else. In this fight, it helps if you have your eye on something there. It's weakness, I know.
Was that why you left the dried flowers behind her window?
No,
Why
I
then?
don't really know. I was there one night and she was crying, like a child, in the corner of our room on the floor, like she does sometimes.
When was this?
The day after I killed him.
And you brought her Maybells.
Yes, I don't know why I do the things I do anymore.
You wanted to console her.
Maybe. I told you, I have holes in my brain now. I wouldn't just sit here waiting for you. If you came 10 years ago, I would have killed you.
In the silence, the lieutenant draws a line in his notes, then nods at you once more. One more down.
So in conclusion, it wasn't about him, it was about her.
Her.
The lieutenant nods at you in acknowledgement. That's it. Motive. We have it.
Where is she, that Clasier? I haven't seen her there for days.
She got away. We don't know where she is. She got away, but she led us here first. She figured out someone was watching her from the sea fort.
Gone. I knew it. She kept staring into the scope this last week, at the island, like she knew. She'd look, at night, crying or smoking on the roof, staring right into me. It doesn't matter.
He knew she knows. She was looking at the island, figuring it out, day by day, cigarette by cigarette.
We could get more. We've got him talking.
Who knows what he's seen and done over the years? You could get more out of him. He likes talking.
Been looking at anything else you haven't liked?
A tragic comedy. Druggies, prostitutes, and rentiers.
A strange little engine seems to fire up in him again. It straightens his back. The familiar put, put, put of hatred.
More specifically?
Specifically, the whole city is a charnel house. Stripped clean and draped in neon. But Martinez is the worst. Because of the racists. Everyone is a racist in Martinez. It's their favorite thing to do in the whole world. Listening to race-themed radio shows. In the ruins, in their lorries. Pumped full of steroids and Radio Revachol 92. Race this, race that. It's all sanctioned by that Social Democratic Union and the farce of a Social Democrat who runs it.
Monsieur Claire?
Yes, the fly larva in his container. He let some nihilistic advertising yuppies erect a statue of Philippe III, a syphilitic murderer, on the town square, to spit on the working class. Not since the serfs of ancient Pericarnassus has history produced a more inert social class than the Martinez proletariat. The rest of Revachol at least pretends to rebuild. These people still live in ruins. Intense, like animals, like those boom-boom morons on the ice. A pity they didn't drown in that tent of theirs.
Well, that's a bit rude, to say the least. Sato?
The worst of them is the blood-drenched Sucrion on her yacht, licking her lips. The old whore's gone now. Her gun-toting porcelain men are dead. So, actually, no. The worst is that old cock parading around in his uniform, throwing balls all day. It's not enough that the racists and liberals are dancing on our graves. The old loyalist ghouls still parade the ruins too. Every morning he's there, while the parasites he fought to protect are off in Ozon, or Quayamorang, or some other island they built their palaces on, feeding on drugs and having sex with their own children. That's all the rich really want. Sex with their own children. Throughout history, even the royal bloodline of the suzerain, it's all just an excuse for them to have sordid sex. At least that old cunt, Frisell, is now dead. We did good when we pushed him under that horse car. If only, in the 30s, those disco whores...
There was something about the statue and nihilistic advertising agency people might be worth investigating.
You mentioned the Union is social democratic, and Mr. Clare refers as... oh boy. Disco whores?
Whores.
Is all he says. Even that word has to be pushed through his teeth with great force. The rage seethes too hard. And syphilis?
Syphilis is a disease Philippe III contracted in a whorehouse. The statue is an abomination.
Good, now that that's settled.
Another hideous disappointment. Unions are the real enemy. The true enemy of the proletariat. Placating the masses.
I'm starting to think this guy isn't a real communist. And that's probably the stupidest slash weirdest thing for me to say. You know, I mean, granted, you don't have to be a liberal or or a conservative or a leftist in order to like unions, but fluffing. Like this guy has only been talking about stuff he hates. And he considers himself like the socialist. So it's Ah. Yeah, but I mean, isn't... Whatever. Moving on. I'll reserve judgment for now.
Disappointment. So personal. He displays a familiarity with the Union's top brass.
Everard Clare?
That deformed toad? I wouldn't expect him to wipe his own ass. I mean, the brains of the operation. The smart one.
Edgar.
You're an Edgar, Everard's brother.
He talks a big game about uprising and social base. They must have sent the smart one to some university in Le Jardin, where it's alienation this and hegemony that.
Oh boy. Okay, well, I'm going to carry on with that in a moment. Just going to respond to some stuff from Bro. I'll probably cut this out later. Okay, long story short from that, there's a lady in Splatoon called Shivers who is now been fan arted into being a horny lady. So moving on. Sorry about that.
He's been sweet-talked by this Edgar. They must have met in person for such animosity to have developed.
You can't live alone.
The Clares wouldn't miss a man hidden in their own backyard. Not all this time. Nothing happens in Martinez without them knowing.
Of course. Maybe the Clears asked him to. Don't go straight for the kill. Exhaust everything else first. Soften him up.
Have you approached them?
I haven't approached anyone. I hid. It was Edgar who came to me.
How did he know you were here?
He didn't just stumble in like an oaf. He figured it out. Some kids told him about a monster on the island. I told you, he has brains. Stepped right off the boat and walked down where you came. I even kept the door open for him. Thought he was a man of the left, wouldn't rat me out. I was right about one of those things. 20 years ago, neither of them could walk now, could they? They were less fat then.
That's around the time the Clears came to power.
What did you talk about?
Edgar did the talking. Paid his respects like I were a fossil in a uniform. Offered platitudes about the struggle. Flaunted his pink degree. Even quoted Marzov. Never trust a social democrat who quotes Marzov. Oh, and charity, too. They love their charity. Offered me blankets and social housing. I still have the gas cooker he brought. Let me be here. The ZOC is an unlawful successor of the Commune of Revachol. We took this fortification from the Loyalists. Even the Clares understand this.
They let him be here. Understanding was a courtesy. But why such a courtesy?
Did you kill the Crenel mercenary for the Clares to incite a riot?
You know why I killed that fucker, Dwat. As to Edgar, I'm not doing anything for that swine again.
Again? What have you done for Edgar before?
Tried teaching him some Marzovian socioeconomics. They didn't stick. We parted ways.
Okay, he didn't do the hanged man for them. But he's insinuating something. There is more here. You can feel it. He was not outright lying, but almost.
Oh, can't be retried. By the cock parading in his colourful uniform. You mean Rene? Oh boy. Rene! Oh, that'd be bro. Ooh, loud. Okay. What's the deal between him and Edgar? You mean Rene?
Every fucking morning for 34 years. Throwing that ball. One ball against the other. I've always loathed that game. That is not a working class game. I don't care what they say on Radio June. Royalist ghouls played like it was life itself. Click, clack across the water each day. And that uniform, like a parrot plumage. I won't even mention that he's a traitor to his race.
Oh.
A tank maniac race traitor.
No, I don't know about... I'm just gonna nod because at least that means he talks more.
I remember him. I remember him from La Noce. Not him, personally. His make and model. There were tens of thousands of them. I thought we took them all out before the Liberals came to their rescue. We missed one. That one.
There doesn't seem to be a single person under the pine today.
There's no one there.
Fat and plump. Like a pheasant. Just begging to be popped off. Please, Mr. Dross. Shoot me.
Okay, this reminds me of something else I forgot to mention. Fluffing. Apparently, yeah, like either the Patank player or his friend dies after the shootout. I didn't find this out until a little bit later. So yeah. In hindsight, I wish I did some more stuff with his questicles. Goes to show what you miss when you're going too fast sometimes. You'd like to kill him?
Not yet. I like to look at him strut around, place the crosshair on his medals, right on his face, and just fiddle the trigger. Think about it. Let the bomb melt in my mouth.
Save the treat for later?
He is a juicy bonbon, that one. A real treat for the black day. The blackest. When I put that gun in my own mouth, I think, no, don't waste it. Put this lead in that cock, Rene. For the boys he killed. And then I look at him throw those balls, and I suddenly feel better. I even hid one bullet, so I'd always have one. For him. Haven't seen him there lately. Must be down with arthritis. Old cunt.
Momentarily, he's worried for him. He reminds him of himself. The same hatred. The same. You try to think of another thing, but no. It's just the hatred.
Okay, logic, logic, logic. But first. Okay. Oh my! Oh, I have a lot of points to play with. Hang on. Where's logic? Logic! Ah. Yeah, I think I can live with that.
Oh no, the connection doesn't come to you on such a pivotal moment.
Well, okay then.
Dumbo, do something. You can't zone out now. This isn't Doodaloo dance time.
About this deal you made. With Edgar. The death of the colonel mercenary was only coincidentally beneficial to the Clares. But what about the other people you've killed for them?
Other people?
Like the previous 4 women of the Union.
That's it. That's what you weren't connecting yourself.
Oh god.
I didn't fight 40 years to end up an informant for the international regime. What happened, happened.
Still dumb. Your eyes are transfixed on his digit. It's yellow with nicotine. Before, when you asked him about the Union, he said it was a disappointment. They promised him something political.
Look who's up. You're worse off than me.
We will have plenty of time to talk about this, Mr. Dross, when you're in pre-detention. It takes years in pre-detention.
Go ahead. I've been in solitary confinement my whole life.
Ease off it. This was not an unmitigated disaster. The lieutenant mitigated it. Just proceed, calmly.
Every royalist ghoul's played like I remember that one.
There doesn't seem to be a single person
Fat and plump. Not yet.
Save the treat for later?
He is better.
Momentarily, he's worried for him. He reminds him of
Oh,
himself.
damn it.
The same hatred. The same. You tried to think of another.
Glad. It's all gone.
His lip curls into a sneer at the memory.
Glad. It's all gone.
Okay. Composure, composure, composure. This better work. This better work.
What strikes you about this gaunt man is not the stomach pain, or the cough, or the malnutrition. For a man who spent 44 years hidden in the urban wild. Indeed, he speaks fluidly. His movements are rapid, if erratic. His voice, despite the cough, is there. It is capable of expressing complicated ideas. Above all, he seems animated. It's a mystery. This animation comes at a cost too. Erratic hand gestures, thought processes cut off like threads, as he just stares at the logs or the reeds. He also suffers mood swings, bubbling to the surface, unconstrained by his nervous system.
Dementia.
You've seen demented people before. This feels similar, yet different. When his thoughts move, they are lucid, keen even, not senile.
Mr. Dross, are you okay? How's your memory?
No, I'm not okay. I shit blood, and I'm surrounded by insane people.
There it is again, erratic hand motions, bouts of rage, And the stomach thing too, of course.
Yosef Lilianovich Dross, you're under arrest for the murder of the Grenell Colonel here in Martinez.
What? But you said I would be taken to the...
What?
This terror is the sum of all the uncontrollable movements and mood swings he's been exhibiting.
Your wayfarer rights have been suspended. Information provided to the officers on the scene will be used against you by the prosecution. You will be given legal counsel within 1 week and must face court in 44 days. Do you understand? Do you understand?
But...
Kim, he's afraid.
No, I don't want to. I have to stay here.
He's sweating. Beads are forming on his forehead.
Your confirmation is not required, sir. Now on to the boat.
Well, damn! I wish I didn't put all of my points in composure. I knew it. I knew there was something else that I was missing. But does it have room for 3?
Not really. We could escort him to the pier, then either one of us can take him inland while the other stays here, but...
But then, who watches him while you're coming back here?
You come back for me? How about I go and send a boat back for you?
What is this farce? This is a fucking farce. I can't.
Lillian, you could ask her maybe.
Maybe I can just ask that net picker to watch him?
This is no harmless old man.
This fucking world. This world. What is this?
What about, I don't know, Measurehead's still alive, probably. You know, a fascist and a communist. Natural predators to each other, probably. So, yeah, so therefore, nothing bad would ever happen ever again. I'm joking. Maybe is it Eugene? I think it's Eugene. He has a good head on his shoulders. Maybe he could handle him.
No, listen. Listen now.
Okay, listening now. You could come back for me once I have taken him to... Please work, please work, please work, please work, please work.
You thought you heard something, but it's just the reeds.
Maybe we could all fit in there.
We could all fit in the little boat.
Actually, no.
Once you've taken him to the precinct.
No, it would take a whole day on this island. You go and transport the prisoner. I'll be here. I can escort him to the pier with you.
Maybe you're right.
This world. What are you talking about? Is this... us?
The wind is cold from the east. Your skin is crawling suddenly.
Oh God!
A delicate tangle of arms and legs unfolds from the reeds, limb by limb, to then just stand there, moving its scythe-like arms in ghostly silence.
The fucking cryptid? Okay.
It's still there, an unfolding mechanism of reed-like chitin, hovering in place.
What is that?
What are you talking about? There's nothing there.
The stick insect is over 3 meters tall. It looks straight at you with its tiny pinprick eyes and its grotesquely small head.
See what exactly? A bug?
Why is it that I can't identify the phasmid? Is it because I didn't talk to the Australian dude much? Actually, no, I did talk to the Australian dude much. And I talked to Gary. So how come I can't identify the Insulindian phasmid as the Insulindian phasmid? Is it because I didn't get him back to his wife on the day? I mean, considering he wasn't around during the shooting, probably, I'd say I probably did him a favor. So... whatever it's called.
I can see it.
Oh, thank God.
4 simple words, thank God. If he can see, then you're not insane. But that means it's really there, spinning slowly, in absolute silence. Its limbs long and slender.
Be very, very careful.
There it is, a brave little army in your pocket. The 1st Smokes platoon. 20 brave souls standing in salute, ready to step into fire for you, sir.
Very tempting. No, it did come to the... There's smoke from the fire. So you know what? Maybe lighting up a pack will help it stay around. I don't consider myself a smoker. But, you know, like, if someone else offers and I like that person, then why on earth not?
You picked the best one. This soldier is fat and succulent. What are you waiting for? People are watching. What a pussy. People are always watching. That's what makes it cool. Will they always be looking, though? Because they might go to the toilet, or you might be in a different... Shut up and light that shit. You want to be an idiot for the rest of your life? This shit will give you the cool edge you need.
Yeah, if you say so.
Already you regret it, looking at the pack. But don't worry.
You've passed up your chance to start...
Hello, Mr. Phasmid Man. Wait a tick. Oh, that'll fetch a pretty penny. Okay, I need to up my perception. Do I have anything that ups perception? Reaction speed and hand-eye coordination might be handy. Damn it, but perception is also handy. Damn. Oh, okay, these I can get rid of. I guess I can also drop drama as well. So, let's see, glasses and neck. More shivers might be handy. More logic might be handy. Shivers may be handy, but you know what? I haven't had the madman's necktie for a long ass time. For a long ass time. Anyway. Okay, what are the current glasses? Logic over authority. Or visual calculus over drama. I don't think I'll need authority or drama for a while. But then again, yeah. Savoir-faire might be handy though. Shame I don't have any other clothes that do visual calculus if memory serves me right. Or if I do, then they're not too common.
The creature stands on long stilt-like legs, antennae hanging from his head like a woman's hair, white and curled at the tips. It is no more than 5 steps away from you.
Okay, I'm sorry, but time is going on, and unfortunately I might have chosen a bad time to record this video. So, yeah, it's not the end of the world, because I can still just record another set of footage and just tie that to the end. So I guess we'll see. Oh damn, I can't save? Oh god, why didn't I save? Damn it all! Okay, I guess I do have to blast through all this, which sucks, because I have stuff I need to do. So yeah, darn it, I'll just quickly do that. Da-da. Okay, back to beeswax. Creature stands on long stilt-like legs, antenna hanging from its head like a woman's hair, white and curled at the tips. It is no more than 5 steps away from you.
The segmented antennae move with apprehension, searching for something that's not there. Reed-like tufts stick out of its joints. As the insect moves its forearms, it produces a faint hiss, like a reel-to-reel machine spinning after the tape breaks.
Be not afraid.
Nothing changes in the cyclical brain motion of the creature's limbs. They are porcelain white on the inside and reed-colored on the out, beige, light brown, and striped. You are unsure if it is scared or not. Its insect mind is impenetrable to your reasoning.
I have absolutely no idea.
You glance over your shoulder. The lieutenant holds a piece of milled aluminium. He begins to pull it open, extremely carefully. It's the camera.
No, the flash will scare the creature off. Warn him now.
We need a photo. No one will believe us.
From the corner of your eye, you see a sudden cascade of motion ripple through the insect's limbs. A series of ultrasonic clicks fills your ear. With the sound of metal sliding against metal, the lieutenant reveals the lens. The glass glints in his hand as he begins to slide in an ampoule. You see the insect turn to him, its mandible antennae reaching out. Its motions are quick, sudden.
The ampoule will produce a loud hiss. You're right. It could scare it away. I need a better moment when it's not looking.
I'll wait. I'm on standby, he thinks, his hands sweaty around the machine. The spindly mechanism turns itself back to you, its antennae taking their measure of the air. Slowly.
I should have left. I should have left.
You barely get to take one step. The invertebrate reacts with uncanny speed, skating away across the water. It's gone, like a skipping stone, leaving nothing but rings on the sea's calm mirror. It's blending into the tufts of reeds in the distance, moving from islet to islet.
Where? Where did it go?
You never had a chance. There was something off the moment you approached it. It was scared of you, of humans.
Looks like it doesn't like to stay out in the open for long. A stick insect of some sort, pretending to be the reeds. Has it been there the whole time? Someone must have known about it, though. Maybe there's some secret to approaching it? I have no idea. I've never heard of a species like that. It appears the insect can walk on water, like a water strider, you know? It's almost as fast. Uncanny.
He shakes his head in silence, an expression on his face that you've never seen there before.
It's just a blur.
No!
Your voice echoes on the water.
What now?
What now?
In some kind of strange, semi-catatonic state.
Our suspect's not looking so good. We should check him over. Also, it looks like it has some kind of nest there. Maybe there's proof in there.
In the reeds, where the phasmid was hiding, you see a little flash of white. Porcelain white.
Ooh! Oh, fancy that. The rifle telescope. And can I wear that hat? Oh, I can wear that hat. Jesus Christus. Head as a battering ram. Head as battering ram. Is that nothing else out there we could fiddle with, maybe? Okay, well, you know what? At least this is an opportunity for me to cool the video here so that I can attempt to get some sleepy sheepies inside me. So, that was a wild ride. I'm glad there's more to come. Until next time, take care now, bye-bye then, and I'll talk to you later, unless I'm going to cut this off, because yeah, guess what, I pulled this trick the last episode. You don't know if there's going to be an extra long one or an extra short one, much like other things about me that are extra long and extra short in all the right and wrong places. Take care now, bye-bye then, and I'll talk to you later, unless I end up stretching on longer into the future. Don't look at the time screen. You don't. Just don't. Just try not to pay attention to the little red line. Bye. Surprise, y'all! I'm tagging this last bit onto the last bit. So yay. Let's get back to it, shall we? Damn shame about the phasmid, but at least I have plenty of saves to wang-jangle with. I guess now that it's gone, I might as well stow this bad boy away. Okay, checking back on the desoiter.
What is it? What do you want from me? I can't go.
Something is very wrong with him now.
Sir, how could you not see the phasmid?
See?
He stares at the reeds and falls silent.
Mr. Dras?
The man does not respond. He keeps staring, black eyes glazed over and bulging from their sockets, his gap-toothed mouth shaking with fear and longing. A light shiver passes him, followed by nothing. His hands are trembling, and he breathes slowly.
He's going into some kind of psychomotor immobility. The good news is, this solves our transportation problem, doesn't it, Mr. Dras?
The trembling mouth appears to sigh.
Between this and the broken tire he's used for a boat, I think it's safe to leave him here, while we go and get help. It will need to be medical first, I'm afraid.
Did we? I don't remember finding anything in the phasmid's nest.
Old age and shock. The appearance of the phasmid, in conjunction with the stress of the arrest. He spent his entire life here. For him to leave would be...
He stares into the reeds. Your words don't stir anything in him. Perhaps you should. Nothing. Just dull staring. Not even rage left, wherever he is.
If Kuno kicked it into the sea, as he said he did, the ebb would put it back here. This makes sense. Mr. Dross could have picked it up. Or the phasmid even. If it did, this is incredible.
I lost...
He turns his eyes to the reeds again, as he's done so many times. Beige and white stripes.
He lost the scope. Then it somehow made its way over there. With the help of a magpie phasmid? This sight is a T9, Mr. Dross. Was it attached to the rifle when you made the shot?
Silence. Not even a sigh. You've gotten all you will out of this poor being.
I'm going to let you rest now, Monsieur Dross.
The plastic cape flaps around his face in a gust of wind. His back is slouched and his mouth open. The blacks of his eyes are receding. His pupils are returning to normal.
Hang tight.
We should think about getting back to the mainland. To get help. He'll be safe here. If we don't take too long.
Okay, let's hurry it. Let's hurry it then, I guess. Why am I doing the sing-song when this is very much not a sing-songy moment? But yeah, needless to say, the end is nigh.
ICM? This feels familiar somehow.
Jim, what is the ICM?
Insul Indian Citizens Militia. It's the official name of the Communards Army. The Black and White Army of the Revolution.
Sounds an awful lot like.
It does. The RCM may descend from the ICM. It's impossible to say. It was chaos after the war. The name was good for getting people to join us. Revachol West was mostly workers and criminals.
Nice political thoughts rush through your neocortex. It's going to be hard to say them. Carrying around all that weight on a busted crutch is making you pant.
What I'm hearing is we descend from the glorious Revolutionary Army. It's a little embarrassing in 51, though. Maybe we should rebrand. ICM sounds like ICP. Very close to the International Collaboration Police. Nice and normal that way.
This is better preserved than the others. You can still read the sign. No, an upside-down star.
With its horns in the sky, the symbol of the commune.
No, that's the uninhabited archipelago.
A DeLorean-era symbol of Insulinda, known as the face in the sea.
After 44 years? That's not nearly enough to hide what happened here, Lieutenant Gefreiter. One of these barrels was still leaking fuel, as you saw. The city is full of things like this. Old bullets, guns, fuel.
Well, up and away we go, I suppose.
The skiff is swaying on the waves by the dock.
Let's. We are done here.
The skiff rocks gently under your weight as you get in. The ride back is uneventful and quiet. But for the sound of conversation on the water, there is someone inland waiting for you. Two men and a woman stand on the concrete square of a nameless village, looking at a small yellow boat as it draws closer. The sea is calm. You reach the jetty and climb out of the skiff.
Yellow? Who goes there? I don't know what I'm
Look
even
what the
what?
tide brought him.
Says the man without sunglasses. Suddenly his expression changes and he tilts his head.
Harry, you're bleeding all over the place. You're half dead.
Whatever this is, it is completely unimportant compared to what you've just seen.
Are you sure about that?
This is the man with sunglasses from the Whirling in Rags. But where are his sunglasses?
No one else seems bothered by the bleeding.
That's right. And you're bleeding.
No one else seems bothered by the bleeding.
Bothered by it. Harry, you look like you need a fucking organ transplant. Oh, fuck it. Let's not get into that.
Where are you people?
Hello, I'm Trent Heilerstein. I believe we've met on several occasions.
Oh, damn. Oh, fancy that. It's Kim's friend. I guess this guy's an undercover cop too?
I'm your goddamn partner, Jean-Vic Quemar, and this is your special task force. Or what's left of it. Special Consultant Trond Heidelstam, Patrol Officer Judith Minot.
Hi.
Hola.
We've come to scrape what's left of you after pavement.
Lieutenant Kim Kisuragi, Prison 57. We've just come from the island, where our investigation led us.
The scene is making even him feel as though he has to justify your actions.
We might need your help with something later.
As if he recalled that he's in fact a decorated police lieutenant and not a naughty boy.
But this is clearly a departmental matter, so I'm going to leave you to discuss it among yourselves.
No, Kim, you've got to have my back. I don't want to get Kim in trouble, but also I do want him to stay by me. But then again, let's destroy them also sounds a bit harsh too. Way to feed me to the wolves.
It's good to meet you, Lieutenant Kitsuhagi.
She says warmly, flashing the lieutenant the tiniest of smiles.
Letting the lieutenant know he shouldn't feel embarrassed over the shitstorm that's about to befall you.
Oh, forget about all this. There's a giant...
We're not forgetting about anything. Look at you.
What's this all about?
Ari, we want to help you. Trant, I believe this is where you come in?
This is the horse-faced woman. I don't know why you named her that, but it was beyond idiotic. You should never address her using those words again.
I don't quite know what I'm doing here. I was asked to participate as an expert. I think I need to manage your expectations a little. I'm at best an enthusiast in cognitive science.
Okay. Little abdicator.
My background is in something else entirely. I engage in neurology on a merely theoretical level. In fact, I should probably get going.
I'm sorry, what?
No, Trump, it's too late. You're part of this shit now. What have you got to say for yourself, shit kid?
Shit kid. What an interesting moniker.
You. I'm sorry I didn't recognize you before. So, Trant Heidelstam turns out to be Special Consultant Trant Heidelstam. Yeah, where have you been all this time?
Where have we been? We've been fucking off as far as I remember. You told us to fuck off. You said we're cramping your style, your detective god. Fuck everything. All we burn. Detect or die.
Oh, we'll burn Satellite Officer Beekner. Make no mistake of it. Why didn't you detect or die then? Why would you leave a literal police god? I said all those things. I'm not like that anymore.
Yes, you're sorry. You're the sorriest cop who ever lived. Nothing has changed, Harry. I've heard this repentance shit 1,000,000 times over.
Yes, I'm Trant Heidelstam. I never said I wasn't Trant Heidelstam.
So, what are you special consulting here?
What indeed? I was asked to share my take on some of the more obscure theories developed in Königstein in the 30s, like partial psychotraumatic amnesia, group personality theory.
Okay, so you probably... Is that to say that you probably knew that I was going to drink myself into amnesia, and you didn't think to find me sooner? Whatever it's called.
He's here to see if you're insane. He is smart. Let's move on.
Oh, right, they brought him in after, fair enough.
Yeah, Major Crimes Unit, under Lieutenant Dubois and Vicomar. Ring any bells?
Who else is in this?
Refresh your memory? It's a goddamn Major Crimes Unit. There's you, me, Jude, Tron fucking Heidelstown, and Guillaume baby.
I'm technically just a civilian advisor.
Oh, fuck you. You're part of this shit show. Do. It's a Major Crimes Unit. We cleared the desk of cases so Precinct 41 doesn't look like the worst station in town. We are shit tier now, Harry. Because of you.
The 41st isn't...
I'm sorry I didn't recognize you before.
It's okay. I didn't come here to gloat or to fool you. Neither did he, actually. We're just worried.
That's right. Worried. I'm always worried about you. Every time you don't show up to work, or when you do but stink. You're a worry fest. She's worried about you. I'm worried about you. Even Special Consultant Backpedal is worried about you. Everyone worries. Instead of working.
How did you know I was here?
The cafeteria manager you fucked over told us where you went.
After all that Sylvie stuff. I mean, it's hardly betraying. He's just doing his job. I saved his establishment. Damn you, cafeteria manager! You've betrayed me for the last time! I understand. Okay, God told you.
And people on the street helped us too, with your whereabouts.
Duped. Hey, here's a brilliant idea. Don't be a morbid drunk and you won't be duped so easily.
Gardener, scab leader, this. Tell me at least you are who you said you were. Okay, that does have something to do with it, yes.
No. Everyone's just a brilliant master of disguises.
Aha, aha, aha. That's a shit kid.
You. Shit kid? That's you.
Maybe you've deserved it.
Yeah, I'm going to pull his leg.
Guilty as charged. I heard you'd lost your mind and your memory. I wanted to see if it was true. And it was. Good work, Harry. You're insane now. There's one less person for me and everyone else to rely on.
He was too sarcastic for you to realize who he was.
Maybe if he hadn't been so sarcastic, I would have realized it was you. I don't like me.
I'm clinically depressed, Harry. Sorry if I wasn't in the mood to batter you up after you told us to fuck off.
Oh, shit. Okay. That's a new tidbit of information, I suppose.
Did you? Or did you literally not recognize my face? We've been partners for how long, Harry? Don't answer that. You don't remember.
I did.
Judging by the familiarity you feel toward him, 2 years minimum? Or maybe a short but close stint on the task force. He's right. Don't start guessing. Now's not a good time.
The bells aren't ringing because you have brain damage. Trant, this is where you come in. How bad is it?
Well, he doesn't have visible tremors, he talks without slurring, he can drive a boat, he's standing, reasoning. All good signs, but complete retrograde amnesia, episodic and semantic.
Oh, okay. So at least that means I've done a good job of, of staying clean, alcoholically speaking.
Meaning, you forgot both who you are and the definitions of money, e-solar, pound, and so on.
As displayed in the station call, our interactions with him, and I don't want to be a snitch, but also mine with him before when Harry did not seem to know who I was. It's all very interesting.
Interesting?
Yes, interesting. I have my theories, but I would like to hear Harry's thoughts first. Harry, what do you think happened to you? Neurologically? psychologically, and why not socioeconomically?
Wait, social economically? You think I'm so poor I lost my memory? I drank so much I lost my memory and now I'm slowly recovering it. I made it all up. It was a fantasy, a stupid joke. I know what I am. I am a highly experimental detective. This was a method I used to solve the case. Something so sad happened to me that I couldn't be me anymore. It was a defense mechanism. Oh god, I'm tempted to choose the funny one. I'm so tempted to choose the funny one. The funny one would be so funny to be the funny one. I guess it's 1, 2, or 5 for me.
Not when you phrase it like that. But I don't think critical theory... I know everyone thinks this is far-fetched pink academia, but still, I don't think it should be off the table here.
What? He lost his memory because of capitalism?
No, not like that. I'm not talking Vrede for school here. But Harry, I asked you, what do you think happened?
Capitalism fucked me beyond. I mean, to a degree, but not entirely. So I can't entirely blame that. I guess I'll go with that.
He is. He's getting better. And I can confirm that he drank a lot of alcohol prior to it happening.
I believe he drank. People do that, especially this one. What they don't do is forget their whole life because of drinking.
But Detective Wigmer, he has blanked out before.
I have?
Yes, a couple of times. After some of the more serious benders. One was after the 2 drunks case, the other when we looked into that mural.
So you don't remember not remembering. Beautiful. The 2 cases in your ledger, the unsolvable case and the Next World mural, those were recent.
Interesting. So at first he dipped his toes into it, prepared. That's where he would have gotten the idea, yes. Practice. And then he used alcohol to get there, so to speak.
What do you mean?
Well, here's my theory. What if this is an absolutely normal reaction to the world we're living in? What if this is not a significant anomaly at all? Something to be explained, approached as a defect? Look at the sensory input here. Look at the ruins, the neon. Listen to the radio, the multitudes, the people. Live here for 40 years. As a police detective, he's like a magnetic reader on the world tape, to borrow a known metaphor. Harry's been pushed flat against it. Total input. Hardwired to the free market. He just needed for it to end.
Okay, Trent, thank you. That's absolutely meaningless. I'm glad we brought you. Will he or will he not be able to work in the major crimes unit? Is he a cretin now? I want to know that.
He's not a cretin, and he is able to do work. If not in his previous leadership role, then as a line detective.
Line detective is good for... Do I really... I mean, I'm not ready to leave again, to lead again, clearly, you know, on account of having the amnesias. But, you know, at the same time, I am a bit tentative to step down from my leadership role because, hey, the world is in a bad position, and therefore it might be nice if I, you know, retained my position in a high point of authority. But at the same time, better to be safe than sorry, I suppose. So, line detective is good for now.
For now? I misphrased my question. It should have been, is he able to put his clothes on and use the party? Or do we need to get him on a disability pension?
Well, I'll be back in a moment. I just need to charge the laptop. Da, 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 da. Oops, daisy. Oh boy. Hopefully I don't have to edit out this part, you know, on account of, you know, maybe or maybe not wearing something slightly scandalous. Good to be back. Oh wait. Okay, yeah, it's all still running as far as I can tell. Sí, muy bien. What now?
Now nothing. Now we're just going to stand here.
Really?
No. Now we discuss that. What the fuck did you do to a motor carriage? Why is it there, Harry?
Hold on, in the it was stolen by Jacob Irv. What? I don't know who that is. That wasn't me. It was stolen by traffic hooligans. I drove it into the ocean when I was drunk. I thought the killer would be underwater. He wasn't. I don't know. I don't know what is doing that.
Ah, so refreshing. He just admits it. Thank you for your honesty. Thank you for destroying 45,000 real of police property that's coming out of everyone's payslip. It doesn't matter. Your badge, Harry. Show me your badge.
I got my... What I do have is this few... Oh boy. I got my badge here.
In a rush to demonstrate your badge, your eager fingers can't sustain a grip on the smooth plastic, and the badge slips out of your hand.
You know what? No. I'm okay with failing this. But never mind.
Not today, badge.
The drawer is unnecessary. I got the badge all as well. Behold my badge!
And your gun?
As if having your badge and gun are natural states, not achievements. Gun. Yeah, you don't have that. Maybe you can philosophize your way out of it.
I guess I should probably tell them the truth. In fact, no, though. You know what?
You're drunk, aren't you? You lost your gun and you're drunk. You're a drunk, gunless bum. I can't smell it.
I'm not drunk. I haven't started drinking again.
So you forgot to drink? I don't buy it. Why do you smell like a corpse then?
He's wounded. It's been a long week, and he's handled an actual corpse.
Hold on, I just haven't washed myself after the autopsy. Yeah, I've handled an actual corpse. Yeah, it's been a bit of a week. I'm sorry I smell bad.
A bit of a week? You're drunk, and you let a suspect escape, a certain Clasier, because you were too drunk to assess a flight risk.
We've read the report, Sari. Lieutenant Kitsuhagi's. We know.
Glacier? She was some kind of spy from the Occident, especially. Not taking her in was the right thing to do. She gave a vital clue that led us to the island. Okay, I got duped there. as she pulled one on me. Yes, I let her go as an act of mercy. That's just a small detail in a huge case you know nothing about. I guess I like 4 and 5. Or actually, I like 5 and 2.
Oh well, if she was nice. I'm not even gonna get into the other suspect, who also escaped. Yeah, Ruby something. Or the fact that you're Evra Claire's little peony now, doing I don't know what for him. That's small-time stuff. That's nothing. That's a humorous anecdote. Compared to the 7 people who were gunned down, the streets are literally red with blood, Harry. It was fucking mass murder.
Okay, well, that specifically wasn't my fault. I tried to do what I could.
He did everything he could. We did everything we could. The company hired and vetted mercenaries. Lieutenant Dubois got between them and the locals. He did so at considerable risk to his person. Remember, he was shot. We stopped an execution, not a negotiation. The loss of life was minimal compared to what it could have been.
I also solved the case. It's solved. All of it. Yeah, it was a massacre. We got wiped. Where the hell were you? The firefighters are trivial matter compared to the greatest discovery of the century. How was I solved the case? It's solved. All of it. Okay, I feel like saying this would prompt Kim to say we, which, you know, to which I would also say, yes, we indeed, of course. Oh boy, I have so much goodness stored up. Yeah, solve the case too.
Detective, it's better if I do that.
It's so much better if he does this. 1,000,000 times better.
Thank you for the input, Lieutenant Kitsuragi. I didn't mean to suggest you didn't handle the situation. You've spent the week with him on this case. What is your take?
On the case?
On Lieutenant Geoffrey Dubois.
Well, the drinking, the gun losing, also losing the badge. That's all true. Although he has not been drinking on the job this week.
See?
1 week.
Then there's the self-flagellation issue. He likes to apologize, profusely, making it sound like he's guilty of at least first-degree murder. It's not a good communication strategy for an officer. It's worrying, especially considering his political views. Detective Dubois is, as you may know, a Mazovian socio-economist. He wants to liquidate the ruling class, which, again, for a police officer, is a little odd.
You should yell something.
Nope, that's not a good idea.
Yes, let's let the big boys talk.
Other still, he is also an ultra-liberal hustler who is always on the grind. How he reconciles these 2 points of view, I do not know. But he is vocal about both of them.
Okay, that's strange, because I don't remember internalizing any of the hustler things. I mean, I know I have them in my fort cabinet, but I don't remember... Yeah, no, I didn't internalize any of the, any of the hustle bro thoughts. I did consume it, but but I didn't internalize it. Yeah, I smoked, but I didn't inhale, as they say. Yeah, plus but whatever, it's cool.
And then there's the motor carriage in the sea, something I was not present for. But despite all this, he is a great detective, one of the best I have seen, in fact.
I love you, man. Moving on.
He can talk human beings into telling him anything, and he doesn't stop. In all the time I've spent with him, he has not once stopped working on the case. He is tireless, madly driven. And he solved it, near perfectly. In 1 week we have a confession, a murder weapon, and the perpetrator. Locked on the island right now, awaiting transportation. He apprehended a straggler who stayed hidden for 50 years, ever since the revolution, who's probably committed other murders over those years. Oh, and he also discovered a new species.
A new species?
A colossal stick insect, 3 meters tall. It's on the island, camouflage as the reed. It unfolded from them. I did not, unfortunately, get a photo, but I believe it may have been the Insulindian phasmid. I know this sounds fantastic, but I'm a 4 times decorated lieutenant of the RCM. I do not make up encounters with cryptids to spice up my day. I am very, very sane.
I don't doubt you, Lieutenant. If you say it was the Insulindian phasmid, then it was the Insulindian phasmid.
Boom shakalaka is what I want to say so goddamn bad. It's incredible, but it was real. So as you can see, I'm a pretty okay detective. An absolutely giant communist! I can't help it. I can't help it. I can't help it. I can't help it.
Lieutenant, is it somehow connected to the case?
The killer did not seem to be aware of the phasmid's presence. Exhibiting a strange, atypical dementia, he fell into a stupor after its appearance. He became near catatonic.
Yes, the phasmid may have contributed to his mental state in some way over the years. It's probably not connected per se, but the perpetrator knew it of its existence.
So it is connected.
We could order a search. I could get people from EPIS on the island, entomologists, doctors. There must be signs of it in the reeds. If we found the Insulindian phasmid, well, that would be absolutely exceptional. The PR value alone.
There, you need to make your case now. The floor is all yours. He prepared it well.
The killer, Lilianovich Tross. We have a strong motive for him. The previous head of the Brothers Union was assassinated by our killer. There was also a dead man on the Broadwalk, a missing person I found. I also looked into the mystery of the doomed commercial area. I confiscated drugs from Kuno's dad. So what do you say? Wanna take this hot shit back? You know what? Let's just assume. Why on earth not?
Female? What makes you think so?
You had to see it. It had the subdued colors of a female. And the nesting behavior too, I think.
Incredible. Were there eggs in the nest?
Not as far as I could see. There were other things there, though.
It had gathered items in its nest, a helmet and a scope. It had mandibles that looked like hair, and it was completely white on the inside. Okay, well, I don't think I know that, but whatever, it's cool.
Actually, you know, this would indicate it was a male. This is far from anything in my field, but I think such nests are called bowers. They are for attracting mates.
It could have been male, actually.
Must be robust if it can move a helmet with its limbs.
It has mandibles.
Yes,
etc.
but also reed-colored, beige and brown, a little green on the outside. After unfolding from a single stalk, it still retained parts that looked like reed tufts on its limbs.
Incredible. It's a toughie that you don't have a photo. This would look very, very flashy in the papers. None of it says vigilante murderers to me at all. Great PR.
I tried to, but I only got a blur.
Ouch.
We can still work. Cop discovers new species in there. I know a good guy in La Majeste, but only after the École Supérieure people find it. This cannot be done by French people.
It needs to be white coats and glassware for this fly. We need professionals.
You're doing good here. Perhaps only for a moment, but still.
The killer, we have a strong motive for him.
Lilianovich. A revolutionary matronym. The custom started in Grad, where they have patronyms. Krasovich, Lasovich, etc. The revolutionaries saw this as a chauvinist atavism, so they used matronyms, derived from the mother's name instead.
Oh, you don't say.
This man's mother was Lilian. His Lilian's son, Lilianovich. The custom was overturned after the revolution failed, but not before it made it to Revachol.
So, it is what a soldier of the ICM would be called.
Thank you, Trant. Thank you for that piece of cultural theory. You said you have a motive?
Of course, excuse me, I just thought it was noteworthy.
He wasn't quite sure about the straggler before he heard this detail. It must have convinced him.
Jealousy.
Jealousy? I thought this Lilianovich was an old man. To have been hiding for 50 years. Like 70-something.
A strange psychosexual fascination. The result of spending all this time in solitude on the islands of this bay. And trauma too. He himself gave a political reason. In his mind, he had killed an enemy combatant. Also, we have a sniper's nest with full view of the room in which the mercenary died, right on the island, and 2 officers on the scene that Mr. Dross confessed to.
It's a clean win.
Oh, it's way more than that. Way more.
It's way more than that. Oh, oh boy, no. Never. They'll teach us in cop school. I did all I could.
I've never doubted you can pull yourself together and work. In bouts. Bouts don't last. I can still smell the booze on the wind.
God damn it. Doesn't it ever leave? It is there. Like in your bones or something. It will pass. In time.
The previous head of the Debarders Union was assassinated by our killer.
This is a conversation for when we are no longer out in the open. In Martinez, where Evrard and Edgar Clare have ears everywhere.
And eyes, too. Your return from the island must not have gone unnoticed.
Understood, of course.
But a case against Everard would be big.
I would prefer not to partake in anything union-related, for political neutrality.
This has to be good stuff for him to backpedal out of it at first mention.
Yeah. Yeah, like, especially since, like, not to get on my soapbox for longer than I usually would, because this is just a very succinct point I'm about to make. But yeah, science is political, but, like broadly in terms of, how people interpret it and what people, claim to use it for, and etc., etc. So, he shouldn't be shying away from that. But whatever it's called, whatever. There was also a dead man on the boardwalk, a missing person I found.
Yes. Fallen through a gap in a boardwalk. Drunk.
How do you know I found him?
The body was transported to Precinct 41, our morgue. I had Tilbrook and Mullins take care of funeral arrangements and family stuff.
You're not the only cop in the world, Harry. This all comes back to us.
Still, good work with the missing person, Detective.
Looked into a mystery of the doomed commercial area. Tempting. Yeah, it's another thing that I did, why not?
I don't know what a doomed commercial area is.
Rue de Saint-Ghislain 10, a commercial building where all businesses go bankrupt. I looked into it.
Why? That's not what you were supposed to do here.
There was a possible witness in there, and it was close to the crime scene. He was just chasing a lead and ended up advising a local shopkeeper. It was okay.
Of course. Call it community outreach, right?
Dodged the bullet there. For a moment it seemed like you were just wasting time.
Thank giggity biggity. I confiscated drugs from Kuno's dad.
Who's Kuno?
You don't want to know.
You're right, Lieutenant. I don't. You snorted the drugs, I know you did. It's alright. I'm in. At this point, anything is but the drink.
Okay, well, the fact that I didn't take the speed my damn self should be an extra point for me. You know, on account of I'm 99.9% sure that I didn't. Let me see. Damn, I can't check right now, whatever is cool. So, what do you say? Want to take this hot shit back?
I don't want to, but you discovered a new species and solved the murder. So I have to. Jude?
Anything that ends the trial is okay with me.
Agreed. The public relations potential of this is too valuable to let go.
Okay. We have vehicles in the square, and the perpetrator needs to be taken into custody. Let's go.
Now you will finally get to know who you are.
Wait, I have a few questions before we go, about who I am.
The man looks westward, impatiently, jingling his car keys in his pocket.
Okay, I'm going to assume I only have one of these. Yeah, but... Goodbye. What will you do now, Lieutenant Kitsuragi?
Well, first I will go back to my station and write the most detailed report anyone has ever seen. It will have to be good to cover all these. Then I will have a serious talk with my captain.
About what?
Detective, we just stopped a small-scale war. Something is happening to Revachol.
He pulls up his collar and looks around the cold spring light reflected in the lenses of his glasses.
I don't know what yet, but it's going to be a hard spring for the RCM. We need to get ready, infiltrate, investigate.
Want to do that at Station 41?
Talk to Captain Price? I'd rather not ruffle the feathers of two captains with my doom-mongering.
No, I meant investigate. Come work in Precinct 41.
Work with Price? I'm flattered, but I don't know if I...
Would fit in. And crazy enough. Can take the stress. He doesn't know how to finish the sentence. This truly came as a surprise to him. Not a bad one, but he's at a loss.
Flattered? You're Lieutenant Kitsuragi. We would be flattered if you even considered.
I would have to tie things up in GRIH first. But, I mean, whatever is coming, Jamrock will be more central to it than the harbor.
And we also have a huge caseload, Lieutenant. Piles that we need to get back to. Mountains, even.
I do like the sound of that.
He's really considering it.
What kind of station is it?
Us? We're the bloody murder station, haven't you heard? We're the bad guys. No one likes us.
That's not true. Jamrock is too big for one precinct. You are just understaffed. And everyone respects the 41st. You have Captain Price.
Thank you, Lieutenant. You're being kind. It is an understaffed station and the district is too big, which is why we need to...
Get back to it. We left Torson and McLean to run the Sea Wing. It's not good.
And Price is?
Ptolemy Price? He's the son of the old Price, one of the founders of the RCM.
He's one of the most highly regarded men in the force. You're lucky.
Somewhere under the curved roof of a former silk factory,
shaped like a ladybird with 2 chimneys. Police Captain Ptolemy Price sits behind a heavy wooden desk. Resident medic Nix Gottlieb pours him coffee. It's silent in the captain's office. They speak of change, the city, the tension on the streets. They speak of the events of April and the blood on the streets in May.
C-Wing is.
God. There are 4 wings, Harry. A, B, C, and D. We're in C. It's made of losers and clock punchers. You and I reconceptualized it as a task force. It was a mistake.
Oh! Oh, okay, so we're not CIA. That's nice at the very least.
There's also a lot of outside help involved, not only me. Other losers too.
He's anything but a loser, although he would like to be seen as one. It's cooler that way.
Thorson and McLean.
Mac the Torso Torson and Chester McLean. They're not fit to run a wing. Believe me. Things are shaky as it is.
They are damn iconic though, Torson and McLean.
An iconic duo, I take it.
Yeah, not like us. 2 clinically depressed old men. Where's the contrast here? We are garbage.
So I work in the bloody murder station.
Okay, it's not the bloody murder station. It's an old converted silk mill with green desk lamps and a coffee corner. A lot of good people work there, hard, every day.
Okay, so we're the bloody murder station, but some people are cool. Nice.
Jamrock is the largest ghetto in Rivershoal. Faubourg, technically, but it's divided into 11 districts. Jamrock only has us.
The press will blow over. Jamrock is lucky to have you, and it's often considered to be the greatest of the districts. You're lucky to have it.
Thank you again, Lieutenant.
Am I a dirty cop working for La Puta Madre?
No,
No. No, because the suspect seemed to think.
you're too unstable to work for mob boss. You're suicidal, Harry. No mob boss would take you.
Wow.
I assure you, I wouldn't consult for a corrupt unit.
He would immediately backpedal out of it. I told you it's not that bad.
If you say so. How am I like this?
It's not a mystery. Some chick fucked you over. Also, you were drunk.
Some chick who?
Dora something. Dora Ingelund. Yeah, you mentioned the name.
Not Dora Dubois.
So you weren't even married.
No one is married anymore. This is Revachol.
When was this?
But I don't know. 6 years ago, she was way before my time.
6 years and you haven't gotten over it. What the hell is wrong with you?
6 years? Oh, okay, 6 years is not that much. I couldn't have been 6. 3, let's go with 3. 6 years!
Yeah, or 7. You're not doing too good there. It's an old man thing. 2 old years equals 1 normal year. That and Dora Ingelund really tore you a new one. A big one.
Who was she?
Incredibly bangable.
Jesus Christ! Are you seriously using this moment to assert male privilege? Huh? Figures. No, I meant... Oh yeah, let's get feminist with it. I haven't had too many options for that lately.
He is very passionate about this.
Okay, you're right. She was extremely fuckable, Harry. Gorgeous. A gorgeous bourgeois woman. Way fish. Like a Welkin, basically.
Snow Welkin. Blonde Welkin. Heartbreak Welkin.
I've only seen a picture, but it's obvious you formed a real spiritual connection with how pretty she was. One you never recuperated from.
Jesus.
Look, the sun is about to go down. It's time to go.
I think she taught in the Académie des Arts, east of the river. Way east. Hard to say which came first, the middle-class chick or the drink. Egg and the chicken kind of thing. My point is, you need to see a psychiatrist about this shit. Not a psychologist. Several degrees harder. Is there something harder than a psychiatrist? A forensic psychiatrist? Go talk to that.
Wow.
In other words, he's heard enough about this.
Who am I?
Who are you? You're a gym teacher, Harry.
What?
Well, obviously you're not a gym teacher anymore,
But before.
Before you were a cop, you were a gym teacher in Coron. It's getting really cold outside. Should we maybe...
I was a flagellant, a guerrilla soldier slash gym teacher?
No, a regular one.
That does explain a lot.
Harry, it explains everything. The running around, the jumping, the bicep girth, your inexplicable facial hair.
Bicep girth, you say? Cute. Collection of found sportswear I've amassed.
The fact that you don't seem to know what homosexuality is.
And this guy, too.
Oh god. Contact Mike!
Of course. Contact Mike.
He's been on about Mike again. I hate that guy.
Contact Mike is a reprise of the most inspiring basic sporting principle of open competition. A 5001 ranks outsider. When was this? When was I a gym teacher? I said in Coron I was a gym teacher there. Why didn't I join the RCM? Okay, I see now.
I knew it. I knew no normal human being can run like that. He's an honest-to-God gym teacher.
I'm ready.
Good.
Fuck it, let's go. Trump brought his motor carriage. It's a 20-minute drive to Jamrock.
The great district hums in the falling rain. A chessboard of wooden houses, 80,000 living souls, fire traps as far as the eye can see. From Main Street to Grand Couronne, from Precinct 41 to Boogie Street, forking into the rain-swept horizon. You close your eyes and hear the dogs bark. A lone woman sits by a factory window, dreaming of meteorite strikes. On Rue de Saint-Jérôme, a square bullet slides into a square-shaped chamber. In Old South, a man without eyelids smiles. Spring has come. It's time. Dawson? Yes. McLean? Yes. Heidelstein? No. Vicmere? Yes. Dubois? Of course. Really? Nick Gottlieb looks up from the list. I hear he's unstable. You say that like it's a bad thing. Captain Potomac Price gestures with a ballpoint pen. It's dim in his office, and the curtains are drawn. Harry's our man. He'll pull through. When he does, he'll side with the people. Understood. Gottlieb returns to the list. Minnow? Of course.
Okay, this is an interesting ending to things. Yeah, I guess we'll see.
Wonderful. Then can we please just go back to Jamrock now?
Okay, I'm assuming this is the finale. So... Well, okay, no, let's carry on a bit more. Yeah! Wow. Would you look at that? Well, this has certainly been a journey and a half, to put it mildly. Just gonna check something quickly before I carry on with my... Okay. 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 So, what are my thoughts? I hope that me speaking at this register... You know what? Because while I'm... okay, I'm going to talk for a bit more. Because, like, most of the time, the music... Okay, as far as I can tell from checking, the music doesn't seem to be overpowering me a massive amount. So I guess I'll just talk about my thoughts on the ending. So yeah. Okay, there's a lot going on. Especially because I feel like even though I got a good ending in the broad strokes, I feel like my good ending was more so in relation to, I guess, society, and like trying to be like a single good cog in the wheel of, you know, the world as it exists. And that's not bad, but I feel like it is a slightly shallow thing to end things on after... Oh, Reptilian Brain's the same as the other guy. Oh my, there's a lot of actors here. Oh, that's a lot of good acting there. That's a lot of... I wonder if I know any of these people. Oh, Dasher is Classier? Oh, the Sailor Socialism lady. Which is strange, because I thought they replaced Dasher, you know, apparently. According to, according to the Something Rotten cast, at any case. Well, okay then. Final Cut voice acting. Okay, that makes more sense. Nice of them to include, both, both casts, I suppose. So, hell yeah. I don't even know if I can access both casts. Like, unless maybe completing this first round allows me to, access both versions of the voice lines, maybe. Who knows? Oh, wow. Christopher G? No relation. Okay, Coco Prada is a name and a half. Jiang Chuan. Okay, well, anyway, back to what I was saying before. Like, yeah, like, the ending, as satisfying as it is, it does feel a little bit, you know, simple compared to... Although, I guess the ending being simple and nice isn't too bad, considering one of the massive Marmite elements of this game is that, okay, it's very interesting and very rewarding, but also deeply complex. So, I guess whether you want a simple answer, unless you want a simple ending to that, or a complex ending to that, I guess depends with how much you decide to engage with the political stuff, and how much you decide to go through different story routes. So, you know, so that's good to know, at least to some degree or other. In terms of I mean, the deserter is an interesting guy, but yeah, he's an interesting guy, and it was entertaining to talk to him, and also like I guess he's kind of like similar to the microcosm of my thoughts on like the ending being you join the police force and find out more about yourself, and good things happen with the guy you made friends with, and you bring in the murderer, and it's all cool, and you're like a cool government guy, well, not a cool government guy, but a cool policeman guy who's going to make the world a better place because you proved how cool you are. So in that sense, you know, like, yeah, so in that sense, the ending coming to, oh yeah, you know this guy, well, you couldn't find out it was him until near the end of shenanigans happening, basically. Actually, no, okay, no, I clean forgot what I was going to say in relation to that. I know I was going to say something about, like, I guess the simplicity of, you know, of the deserter's arc, you know, somehow dovetailing with the simplicity of my ending, even though I know that my ending, I guess to a degree, doesn't say a fat lot, because I chose a whole lot of centrist options, and barely any communist ones. And, yeah, like, to the point that I was actually kind of shocked that the game labeled me a communist. I imagine it only did that because I did the one communist vision quest. Yeah, like, I guess I was kind of hoping that the inexplicable feminist agenda would have had a bigger impact on my character than it ended up having. And maybe intersectional feminist agenda crossed with homosexual underground would have had a bigger impact on my ending if I actually decided to wait and internalize that shit beforehand. But whatever, it's cool. But yeah, it was an interesting time. I like how, despite the fact that I feel like I could go back in time and, like, you know, like, do certain cool things easily now that I have, like, knowledge and hindsight of what the, you know, what story beats are coming. I think it's also neat that, you know, at the end of the day, no matter what choices you make to some degree, it's also varying degrees of good and bad juju. Like, you know, like, for example, the Classier quest, you can either let her fall to her death when trying to arrest her for doing crime-related things unrelated to the murder, or you can let her go because of a combination of feely-wheelies and sometimes she helps you. So, yeah, you know, like, it's, you know, like, there's no right answer there, because, you know, because, yes, I agree that Classier, you know, did some good things and should be recognized for that / rewarded for that. But also I agree that she should have been brought in under the arm of the law, even though I don't want her to die inside of police custody either. So yeah, basically that. Also, I don't even know, like, I'm not an expert on the, I guess the, like, the internal, like, politicking of what's happened with the Zalm itself. Like, I know that legally not, like, people have been making jokes online about legally not Zalm being the company that's done zero parades, because for whatever reason or number of reasons, the people of Zalm decided to split apart from each other because of some bad juju being done by, like, some bad actors in the company. So, you know, that's sad. I also remember someone saying somewhere, oh yeah, if you buy the physical edition then you're not supporting the actual actors anyway. Mankind be vigilant, we love to. Huh. Words to live by, I suppose. Oh, can I continue more from that? Oh. Okay, so I'm assuming that just takes me back to the beginning of where I was before all of everything happened.
What is it? What do you want from me?
Something is very wrong with him now.
Okay, no. That. You know, I guess we'll go over the collage for a bit. Why on earth not? I say let's go over the collage for a bit, as if I haven't already gone over it. And like, it's nice in some ways, but as far as photo modes go, let's just say this isn't exactly the best one for making thumbnails with. Yeah, I did use this a little bit in the Conquest thumbnail from the Mercenary Tribunal video, but yeah, no. Other than that small bit that I heavily edited with the Blur software, you know, not really. Yeah, it's nice for making moments that look like they could have happened in the game, you know, or like maybe it's solid for like some low-level fanfiction shenanigans. But otherwise, yeah, I don't think there's much to do here. Okay, let's see if I missed any characters. Oh, I guess I didn't. I've technically had at least one conversation with every character. Oh, I don't... Huh, is that the lady? Is that the lady from... Okay, I don't know who this lady is, but she might be one of the ladies from the intercoms, maybe. Mega Rich Lightbending. Okay, I don't know who this guy is, so fair enough. Freet Club. Oh yeah, I know her. I know him. Lillian, Little Lily, Lillian's twin, Lillian's other twin, Landlady. Oh! Steban, the student communist. Oh, okay, I don't know these two, but I've heard them talked about. So that's neat. Clean. Oh yeah, met her. Sleeping dock worker. Oh, okay, other scabs? I didn't know you could have conversations with other scabs. That's good to know. Oh. 3 more of Measurehead's babes. Money Man, whoever that is. Oh, so this guy looks like Cypher. Tear Drunkus. I don't know who that is, but I'm going to go on a limb and assume this might be the pigs. Sake Sunrise, don't know who that is. And Drunk Worker. Okay, well, one of these characters must be the pigs, on account of I haven't talked to the pigs yet. So, yeah. Oh, don't call me Abigail. Rude Hohen Clowen. I like all of these pictures. They're quite pretty pictures. Okay, really? I can't up the texture anymore. Oh. Oh, that's the pigs. Strange that I can't get... Okay, well, I have to double check that later. Ah! There he is! Jesus! Well, aren't you a character? Oh my. Okay, I wasn't expecting, a main building, let's say. Okay, well, you know what? I think that's about it for today. You know, it's been a good game. I had a lot of fun with it. It was very intellectually stimulating, even if I do feel that I kind of ended up going in circles on myself psychologically. Maybe you know, I'm going to get a bit real with you guys for a second. Maybe I was asking too much of this game. I mean, I don't think I asked this out loud as far as I remember, but at least implicitly and internally I've been thinking like, oh wow, this game is famous for having a lot of political stuff, so therefore maybe it will have something interesting to say about like the nature of like centrism or, you know, or like milquetoast progressivism, and like, yeah, and like it's good things and bad things about that I already know are good and bad about that, and maybe have some new perspective on things that I don't know that I know. But yeah, no, I think I've forgotten which YouTuber or TikToker said this, but basically a while ago I saw a video from lady here, I'll put in picture later if I end up finding out who, who said something along the lines of, in terms of like the broad socio-economic commentary of the world and applying broad strokes of it to the real world, Disco Elysium isn't a great game because it's quite memey in its political takes, but it's much more effective as as a commentary and exploration of how individuals internalize like broad-scale socio-political issues and ideas. Yeah, so basically that. You know, now that I have played this game in at least a whole run, you know, myself, I guess I agree. Fluffing, yeah. Whoever that lady was, she was saying some correct things that I agree with. So, yeah. Oh boy, I have some mesarches. Yeah, and you know what? I don't even feel too bad about... Oh, yes. Sex. And by that I mean 2 TWOSECS. So yeah. But yeah, fluffing. You know what? I'm going to call it here because I have friends that I want to play with. You know, like Jay Strudel and you know, yeah, I can say Dex. Dex is, yeah, like, saying Dex is not an invasion of privacy, as far as I'm aware. So, yeah. You two guys. I love you guys, platonically. Thank you for being great friends who are cool in various ways. And, if you're watching this right now, whenever I release this to the public or on Patreon, I hope y'all's shenanigans in your day-to-day lives are going just as well as they always will be. So hell yeah. take care now. Bye-bye then, and I will talk to you later. Bye. Bye-bye. Take care now. Fuck.